Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your girl Toya T. It's a Tuesday morning and I'm driving to work. Let me not front. I'm happy to get out of the house. And it's pay week, so I can't wait. But besides the point, I thought that I would give you guys an update on my dating break. I said last Tuesday, that I was going on a month-long dating break. Just to get my love life in order and to just focus on myself and, my other priorities. So, so far so good. It's been going well. I haven't been, making any text messages that I would be ashamed of or regret. I've kept myself to myself. And if anyone wanted to talk to me, I would respond to them. But mail-wise, like males who aren't like my friends, I have kept it to, you have to contact me first for me to actually respond to you. I'm not going to go out my way to say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? How's your day going? How's your week going? Which I used to do before. It's like, I'm sorry, I just can't do this. If you really want to talk to me, you don't have to put yourself out there. But I thought today would be a good time to discuss something that came up when I was talking to my mom about it. Well, actually, not even about the dating break, just something that came up. So I don't know if I've said this on here before, but I have mostly male friends in Boston. Not that I don't have female friends, but most of my really good friends, especially from high school, are mostly male. So when I hang out, a good portion of the time, I'm hanging out with a bunch of dudes. And I have no problem with that, especially since I'm on the dating break. It's like it gives me a bit of a cushion, like, that it kind of... whatever, like when you're single, especially as a female, I can only speak for a female, maybe for myself. You kind of have that, like, I'm kind of lonely. I just want a male attention, like a guy to pay attention to me and, make me feel somewhat special. I'm not talking in a sexual way. I'm just talking about just straight up male attention. And I feel like I get that niche filled for me when I hang out with my male friends, like especially on like a one-on-one hangout, because I don't have to really worry about anything. I'm not trying to impress them. But they're still a guy and we're still hanging out, and it still kind of gives me that niche that I need filled, especially when I go off and you get lonely, you start texting people, maybe you start, you start texting your exes or whatever, and getting yourself into all kinds of troubles, or putting yourself out there and maybe putting out more than 50%, which I feel like if you're gonna be in a relationship with somebody, it should be 50-50 and not 60-40 or 70-30, which I feel like in some cases, or particularly in my case, it's usually like a 70-30 kind of relationship or a 60-40. So in this case, I was hanging out with a friend. I have a good friend from graduate school that now lives in the area, and I don't work on Wednesdays, and he happened to be going to the IKEA, which is in my area, and he asked me to come meet him there if I was free, which I was. And we were also going to meet up on Saturday just to hang out, because he teaches too and I teach, and people get busy, and I just wanted to make sure I kept in contact with him since he now lives in the Boston area, and so especially since we were like really good friends when we both lived in New York. So I told my mom this. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going out to hang out with this friend. And she was like, well, if you weren't going to so many hangouts with guys, you'd have a man by now. And I was like, what does that mean? And this is what I want y'all to speak on. Like, I think I'm gonna start a new thing called Speak On It, but this is a Speak On It type talk, and I would love to hear what you guys and girls have to say about this. Do you really think that hanging out with the opposite sex or whatever, so we'll say the opposite sex or whoever you're sexually attracted to. So whatever sex that you're attracted to, but they're just a friend, is it a waste of time just to hang out with a friend? Does it impede you from going out there and dating and meeting people? Is my mother right? And I told my best friend from high school, and Aisha, you've seen her before, and she said, yeah, I agree with your mother. Unless you try to date him or any of your other male friends, or their friends, then this is kind of impeding it. And I was like, well, I told my mom I'm on a dating break, so it doesn't really matter. I wanted to hang out with him. We always have a good time. We get along very well. And he's a friend. Like, it happens. And she's like, well, what are you talking about, a dating break? Like, you ain't going on dates. And I'm like, oh gosh. First of all, I'm not going to answer that question because I don't tell my mama all my business because she is my mother, not my friend. We are friendly, but she's not my friend. She's my mother. So I only tell her stuff when I feel like it is important to tell her. If I go on a date and I feel like that I've already thoroughly looked over this dude and felt that I could actually share that information with her, I'll share it. But it's like, you don't know my business, lady. Just because I don't tell you don't mean that I don't have a love life. But I was just really surprised that my best friend, who knows my business, said the same thing. And I spoke to some of my male friends, and they were saying, like, I don't understand that. And I actually don't understand it either, because I think I've said this several times. I don't live in the city. I don't live in Boston. I live outside of Boston in the suburbs. I live at home because I'm trying to finish up my degree and get my life together so that I can move out and, be an adult and live my life and all the other stuff. But so these are several things. So, I always feel like, especially when it starts getting cold in Boston, that I tend to hibernate and I don't go out. And I'm definitely not going to meet no man in the suburbs where I live or in my house. So my thinking is, if I don't go out with my friends, which encourages me to leave my house, leave my room, leave my warm, nice, comfortable bed, and go out with them, then I will be in the house. Like, literally, if I didn't go out and hang out with my friend on that Saturday afternoon, I would have been in the house. Like, I didn't have anything else planned. I don't randomly just go out, especially since it takes me about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on where I'm going, to get into the city in the first place, since barely any of my friends really come into the South Shore to hang out with me. So it's like, it already takes me that much time, 30 minutes in and 30 minutes out. That's an hour of my time to go in. And if I don't have plans, I'll be in my house, and I'm definitely not going to meet no man in my bedroom. I mean, unless, I have, like, I dream a genie freaking powers where I could just blink a man and he just shows up, or they can have, like, rent a man, or, I could do manhunts like they do the shopping networks. I mean, I guess you have online dating, but I've done online dating, and I'm taking a bit of a break from that because it costs money, and right now I haven't gotten my first paycheck yet, so I can't really be I really can't be spending my money on dating services where I don't have time to do it right now. So online dating. So I was like, I'm not going to meet anybody inside my bedroom. So going out and actually being active and, wanting to go out and see different things, especially since when I hang out with them, half the time we're going someplace to eat, going to a bar, going to a lounge. And since they're not interested in me and we're usually just hanging out, like, it doesn't mean that I don't meet guys, and it does encourage me to go out more. And maybe I go someplace with them and I like it, and I'll ask, one of my good girlfriends to go out there with me, and that, that encourages me to go out and meet people. I didn't say that because I'm taking a dating break that I was going to completely, like, put up a "don't talk to me, I'm on a dating break, I'm anti-man, and you can't be around me." I wasn't putting up a wall. I'm not putting my love life at standstill. I just wanted to take a break. Just like if you were doing a diet and you have to go through a detox just to get your eating back in order, get back to clean eating, if you were eating junk before. But, like, this is exactly what it is. I'm going through a detox right now where, I found myself doing things that, I don't think were benefiting me in the love department. And I just wanted to stop myself from doing that. And if it meant telling myself that I need to take a dating break and not, text message people or initiate any kind of contact, or, feel pressured, or, feel like, oh, he hasn't answered me. Let me call him. Let me send him a text message. Let me send him a Facebook, like, hey, what's going on? Want to hang out? I'm not pressing nobody for nothing. I'm going out. I'm enjoying my life. I had a great weekend over the weekend. Even though I went out on this, what my mother considered a waste of time, keeping me from meeting a man activity, hanging out with my friend, I had a great time. We had a great time hanging out. I had a great weekend, and then I went home, took a nap, and I went out with my good girlfriends to a Different World theme party, which was absolutely awesome. And I wasn't, out looking for no men. It's not like if someone approached me, I wouldn't talk to them, but I definitely was not on a manhunt, like, ooh, I gotta dance with somebody, ooh, I gotta put myself in the mix of things. I was like, no, I'm coming out here, I'm gonna look good, smell good, have hair done, and just go out and enjoy my life, party, dance. And if, I attract someone's eye and he wants to talk to me, that's cool. But I just don't have time to be chasing nobody. Like, I feel like I'm at a time of my life where I don't need to be chasing people. And I need to get into that mindset that I am a great catch. And if you want to be with me and you have, interest in me, you're going to have to put you're going to have to be a man about it, because I'm interested in men. And I mean men, not boys. You're going to have to be a man and put on your big boy, pants and initiate contact. Or if I meet you in a bar and I start talking to you just randomly and make a joke, and you're interested in getting to know me better, asking for my number, not me asking for your number, but you asking for my number, and you making the initiative to be like, hey, it was nice to meet you, blah, blah, let's exchange contact information. I'm not going to go through any of that. I'm not going to push nothing on nobody for the next month. I'm going to be me, enjoy my life, go out, do the things I want to do, not stop myself from going places just because, oh, that'd be a great place to go on a date, or I don't have blah, 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 I wish I could do this, but I ain't got a man, and I'm alone, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, if I want to go do something, I'm going to go do it. If I want to go and have a nice dinner with a man, I'll ask one of my male friends. Not a problem. And at the end of the night, you don't have to worry about whether or not this dude's trying to kiss you or trying to get you into bed or any of that stuff. You have a good old time, eat some food, have some drinks, have a good laugh, and at least you know that you'll have a good date when you do that. So I have nothing against friendly dates with your male friends or your female friends if you're a man, you're watching this. But I completely disagree with the whole fact that, like, I should be on, like, straight up man-hunting activities and then hanging out with my friends, my male friends at that, that I'm not interested in, that are completely platonic, that is keeping me from meeting men, because I hang out with dudes all the time. I've been hanging out with dudes since I was a little girl. I've always been that way. I have a good group of female friends too, but I've always also been comfortable around guys, and not I was a bit tomboyish, but I very much, very feminine, and none of those activities have ever kept me from meeting guys in the past. And just because I'm on a dating break doesn't mean I'm in a standstill. Like, I'm just keeping things open. There are people that I'm interested in, and I just feel at this point that it's just best for me just to spend this time to get to know them, let them get to know me, just hang out as a friendly thing. Like, if I'm interested in someone, again, I'm going back on my whole thing about trusting your gut. I feel like if my gut tells me that I want to just get to know somebody and maybe I should just invite them and see what happens, that's cool. But at least I don't have that pressure on me, like, oh, like, I really want him to like me, blah, 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 blah. Like, at this point, I'm just trying to be me. And if you can't accept me for who I am and, the things that I enjoy doing as I'm growing as a person, then I don't need to be with you. If you don't bring anything to the table, I really don't want to be with you. Like, if you're not available emotionally, physically, then you ain't bringing nothing to me. We could just be friends. You can say, hey, what's going on? But I really don't need you to be clogging up my love life and complicating things. I feel like those activities were activities that were keeping me from dating somebody seriously, is because I was so, semi-involved with people that really just weren't emotionally or physically or relationship-wise available. And that's what I think was keeping me from, I would be talking to people and then I'd still have these, these exes or people that I was interested in who were not, like, fully available or ready for a relationship, that were just taking up all my time. I'm texting them while I'm on a date with somebody else. Those are the activities that were keeping me from meeting a man and having a relationship, and not hanging out with my good guy friends. And I mean, most of my guy friends, they pay for food, they pay for drinks, they cook. Like, why wouldn't I want to hang out with them? They're good company, they have good humor. I mean, if you're my friend and I want to hang out with you, you must be entertaining, because I don't hang out with boring people, and especially since I have good male friends that can cook. I mean, why wouldn't I come over your house and eat? I like to eat. So I like to eat, I drink, and I like to have a good time, and I don't like all that extra fluff. No one's trying to hit on me and make me feel uncomfortable when I'm in those situations, so why not? So anyway, I want you guys to speak on it. Let me know what you think about the whole activities that, hanging out. Is hanging out really, stopping you from getting into a serious relationship or meeting, getting a man or getting a woman? Let me know, speak on it. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Comment below, like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm gonna say it again and again. Comment and share, guys. Trying to get this up, and let me know if you want me to talk about anything, because I'm coming up with these things on the fly, but I would like to do this on a weekly basis and not well, I just want to make sure that I'm touching subjects that you guys want to hear about. So anyway, I will see you guys later. I'm still like not even halfway close to work. So, all right, bye.